Hi everyone, I'm Liz the Dietitian from Soaring Health. Today I'll be discussing 5 tips for getting into spring via lockdown as well. So some handy tips that you can use at home to get you through spring. So the first one is meal prep. Meal prep is super important. I find it's really good on a Sunday afternoon or on the weekends to find a day where you can meal prep. This is just really good because it can give you more flexibility during the week and more structure, which is really good for allowing you to stay on track and allow you to keep eating as well as you can be. So I usually find the people that do meal prep eat a lot better and eat more types of food groups that they need to be eating, such as fruits and vegetables. It's a lot easier to meet those food groups per day if you're actually meal prepping, whereas it's very hard to sort of find things during the day to sort of help you meet those needs. The other one is sorting out your fridge and pantry, making sure there's no best before dates or use by dates that have expired already. This allows you to, one, not eat off foods, but also making sure that you can sort of filter through the pantry and allow you to not have to have a lot of foods in the pantry that don't actually serve you any purpose anymore. So that's always good to do a bit of a spring clean out if you don't have much to do during lockdown. The other one would be to just be careful of boredom eating during lockdown. We find this is a very, very common issue during COVID-19 lockdown. So this includes going to the fridge or pantry when you may not be actually hungry and actually doing this because you're bored. So what I would recommend is, instead of going into the pantry or the fridge, before you do that, actually think twice to think if you're hungry or not. And if you're not, maybe try and find another thing to keep you occupied, such as going for a walk, calling a friend, watching some TV, reading a book. And that will actually get your mind off feeling like you are hungry. But if you are genuinely hungry, of course, maybe try and find a small snack or something that doesn't have many carbohydrate containing foods. This would be something such as a piece of fruit. You could also have some roasted chickpeas, they're a really good option. Greek yogurt, high in protein, is always a good one. And a handful of nuts is always good as well. So something that can keep you full but not heaps of substance at the same time. The other one is making sure you've got enough exercise during the day, every day, and also making sure we're prioritizing our sleep, because as we know, it is quite a big cycle. So eating well, sleeping well, and exercising all feed into each other. So if we're prioritizing all of these aspects, that can be really important and can actually assist us with our eating as well, because we know if we've had enough sleep, we're not as likely to go for those refined sugar or high fat foods. So it's important to make sure that we are actually sort of avoiding the boredom eating if we can, and sleeping well. So the other one would be making sure we are doing a weekly shop to plan out our week. So that could be, for instance, picking a day where we're doing a big shop for the week. That could be planning some meals before you go shopping. And I always recommend trying not to go shopping when you are hungry, because that can be quite distracting. So we find that a lot of people who are hungry tend to find more foods that they actually feel like they want at that time. Whereas if we're not very hungry, we can sort of focus more on what we want during the week. So we find planning 2 to 3 meals ahead can be really efficient. It allows you to be organized. So, during the week, if we don't have enough yogurt or fruit during the week, we're less likely to go up to the shops and get it, and maybe perhaps try and find something else in the pantry. So it's really, really good to make sure we're meal prepping, exercising and sleeping well, making a shopping routine, and also cleaning out our fridge and pantry. Thank you.